salut, comment ça va? I hope you guys are doing great today. And today is Friday, which is Spooky Friday. I'm DMC. I'm an artist based in Atlanta. I do anime, realism, and illustration. If you'd like to check some of my work, I'm gonna put down below the link of my social media and my portfolio. Wonder which movie we'll be talking today. Today we'll be talking about the movie or the review of the movie The Nun. So while I'm talking, I'm gonna be placing an artwork right here, which it's related to the movie that we're gonna be reviewing or talking about. There's major spoilers alert. I'm obviously gonna give a lot about this movie. If you have not watched it, then don't watch this video, and then come back after you're finished watching the video. So which program I'll be using for the artwork? It will be Procreate, and of course the characters are Pokemon. They're not my characters, and those gonna be with the theme of the movie, which is The Nun. Alright, let's talk about The Nun. There's a lot going on, and I'm just gonna go straight for what it is. I had a script about what I was planning on talking about it, but to be honest, I didn't like it. To be honest, there was nothing scary about it. I was very disappointed about it. I think I put too much hope in this movie because I'm a big fan of the Conjuring universe. And if you guys remember, I believe it was on The Conjuring 2 when the nun appeared holding the painting. That was the most iconic scene, and because of that that iconic scene, that's where they got the nun. So because it was so scary at that part, I was expecting the nun to be scary. For me, it was a disaster. I saw it as a comedy, to be honest, and it's just so many jump scare. You already know the nun doesn't do anything. I think that's the problem. You're not scared of the nun because at the end, the nun did, or Valak. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna give a lot of spoilers about it, so I'm just letting you know. Valak, which is the demon's name of the nun, just, doesn't kill anybody. It's just sitting on a corner, just having this sound while it's on the corner, just staring at you, just like what happened at the beginning. So at the beginning, there's these two nuns. They're just like, something is happening. One of them get dragged away, and then one just end her life. And it's just like, they just killed them. Well, they just did it themselves, but that's it. There is nothing else. You're not scared. You don't see something, like previous movies or you're scared of the unknown or something dragging you, and then one of their friends disappear. The characters as well, like the each character didn't have a develop or didn't have any information that you can start having feelings or connecting to the characters. Like on my previous video that I talked about scary movie, which was Grave Encounters, I very much told myself that I was kind of related to TC because I kind of related. The way he acted is very human, and he had a little of a background and stuff like that compared to all these characters from The Nun. You don't connect with them. There's a little of each of them, like, something that might bring into the story, but there is nothing. The story was lacking. Everything was in the same place, and just, I don't know, it was very cheap for what it is. But to be honest, this is one of the movie from The Conjuring that have the most money that people bought just to watch this movie. So because when you go online and you check not the reviews, but you check how much they did quite well, very good for how much they budget for this movie or how much they spent for this movie. And to be a bluff, I'm sorry, but it was a bluff, and I got really mad at the end. I was just laughing because I didn't understand some of the part, and to be honest, I'm the person that I'll rewatch movies. I'll rewatch to see if I missed something. And unfortunately, I wasted my time rewatching this movie. I probably have rewatched it like 4 or 5 times, to be honest. And I didn't get the part where Valak was giving itself away, like having these apparitions and making, the nun seeing or telling a story or stuff about Valak. If you guys have seen the movie, you guys already know which one I'm talking about. When, Sister Irene starts seeing all the nuns and they're just talking and just giving away information about Valak, which at the end is the nun, Valak, giving away itself. Like, I don't get it. That was didn't make sense at all. So at the other part that I was kind of confused was where the part that they were all praying, and then of course I guess the nun just got pissed and just beat, in the back of the sister and just let her go, and that's it. She just whipped her back, and that's it. I'm like, are you gonna, kill her? Are you gonna do something with her? But no, nobody dies, nothing happens. It's just jump scares, just cheap jump scares. It's very sad because they could have made a good movie out of it. They have the potential of creating a very amazing story, and it's scary because the audience were already scared of the nun even before they made the movie because of The Conjuring. Again, that scene was the one that sold this movie, and to be honest, I don't know what happened. So it was very sad to see that happen because as well, the promoters or the ones that they invest for making this movie out there a lot, they did a great job. They promoted this movie really good. Sometimes the promoter doesn't do a good job, but this one I remember back then when this movie came out, they had the Snapchat filter that for a moment you will see like the whole face yourself, and then out of nowhere the nun will pop out. So they did a great job with selling this movie out, but unfortunately it didn't meet the expectations. So what tells you is that this movie, the nun can be on her own, because the other thing is this movie, the nun didn't even talk. She was not even most of the time in the movie. It was a lot of talk, a lot of boring stuff. Of course, the plot or the line was that there was a duke that was, kind of crazy. He was going into some witchcraft and stuff, summon Valak, blah blah blah, and then some cavaliers or some knights from, I don't know, I think Crusades, they came in, they locked Valak, and I guess there was like some bombs and earthquake, and because of that happened, there was a gap, or there was a opening where they sealed, I guess, the nun, and that's why she was let loose on this, monastery, I guess, place. And then there is Sister Irie, which she is a nun that is gonna get her vows. She has been having these premonitions that there is something weird, they want to put that oh wow moment, but she had these visions that there is the Virgin Mary points the way, which at the end is where it seems they see her, and there is this glare of light on the stone with Mary pointing out the way, whereas the blood of Christ is. So that's kind of a cliche, easy way to bring that back. Sometimes they do that on movies. So she had that premonition or kind of vision, and the priest is just struggling from one of his exorcism he did, and unfortunately one of the exorcisms he didn't end up well, and unfortunately the kid passed away. That somehow Valak bring that back while the movie happens. It's just weird. I don't know what. And then there is Frenchie, that he's a Canadian French, and he's the one who saw that there was a nun that was hanging and she threw herself, and so that's kind of like he went into what happened. And at the end there's the three musketeers, I guess, the three of them together just dealing with Valak, which I don't get it, why Valak needed a buddy if she was already invincible. Like, she was doing all these powerful things. She was already creating illusion. Like, she was doing this powerful force of putting people under their, on cemetery at that part where the priest got locked, I believe, in one of those graveyards. And I mean, you're beyond powerful. What's the point? What is, for a story, you always have to have certain limitation. There have to be something that cannot make the villain or the main character so powerful that there is no point, and that's what happened here. They put Valak to be so super powerful. This demon was super powerful. Why does it need a buddy? That's my question. Thanos. She was like Thanos, literally. She had all the powers, or he had all the powers, and somehow I don't know why the nun wanted to be on a body of a human. I think I need to chill. I'm yelling a lot. It's just the problem is that I was expecting too much from this movie, and when I was watching it, I was like, no, this is a laugh. This is a joke. This is just wow. Is this DMC approved? Of course not. It's not approved. How am I gonna approve a movie like this? There's probably people that liked it and it's fine. I'm a person that if I need to iron some clothes and I'm gonna do a laundry and everything is quiet, I'll put the movie as a background noise. But I already know and I just don't find it entertaining. Like, let's put an example. Grave Encounters, the one I reviewed last week, and this one. I will still watch and sit and rewatch the movie to see and enjoy it. Grave Encounters. The Nun, not really. I will not, because it was just jump scares, and the story still doesn't make sense. Probably you can tell me, or probably I missed something. If you would like to comment down below if you already watched The Nun, just tell me, did I miss something? Did I miss the storyline of why the nun was giving this area all details about themselves, while Sister Irene was there? I'm very confused, or maybe I'm just a hater. But to be honest, I didn't like it and I don't approve it. I will not recommend it unless you just don't want to watch a scary movie. You just want to see a nun running around the hallways. That's the movie for you. Thank you very much for watching this video. And again, I'm sorry if I got a little too hyped up or got all crazy with the hair. So I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And I hope you have a good end of the day. Au revoir, à la prochaine.